Hello and welcome to the channel. Tegan here with High Point. Today we're going to talk about how to correctly measure your telescope to properly fit a solar filter. Now last week we published a cool video on two different types of solar filters preparing you for the upcoming solar eclipses in October of 2023 and April of 2024. Now while choosing the right type of solar filter is important, making sure you properly measure your telescope so you get the right size solar filter is as equally important. So first, let's briefly discuss what a solar eclipse is. A solar eclipse is when the moon passes between the Earth and the sun and completely blocks out the disk of the sun. That is called a total solar eclipse. Now an annular solar eclipse is when the same phenomenon happens. The moon passes between the Earth and the sun, but the moon is at its maximum distance away from Earth. Therefore, it does not completely block out the entire disk of the sun, but rather most of it. In this instance, you get a ring. Both are absolutely incredible, specifically a solar eclipse. So in order to prepare properly, you're going to make sure you want to watch this video and the last video on the types of solar filters. Also, we have a link to an interactive solar eclipse map. It's going to show you the path of totality for nearly any eclipse in the future or in the past. These are a great source to find the best destination to view the solar eclipse. Additionally, our team has produced an awesome article on how to properly measure your telescope for a solar filter, and within that article is a solar filter calculator or a solar filter selector, and it contains a very long list of the most popular types of telescopes, which are pre-listed and pre-programmed with the correct outside diameter. By clicking on your telescope, it will automatically select a solar filter for you and give you the outside diameter of your telescope. You can also go to the solar filter category on our website and choose from film or glass, and you can find this link below in the description as well. All that being said, let me show you how to properly measure your telescope to choose the right one. Now we're going to start by measuring the outside diameter of your telescope, and the outside diameter is the maximum diameter of your telescope's objective. First, you want to grab a tape measure or a ruler or any measuring device that can fully extend across the diameter of your telescope. Place it over the front of your scope and select one point along the edge to measure from. Keeping one end of your measuring tool at the point you chose, begin to move the other end along the edge directly opposite of that point. Find the opposite point that corresponds to the greatest distance and note that measurement. So again, by outside diameter, we want you to measure from the outside to the outside of your telescope. Follow along with me, and we're going to measure the outside diameter of the Nexstar 8SE, the Aperture 88 Dobsonian, and the William Optics RedCat 51. So now you should have a solid understanding of how to measure the outside diameter of your telescope to fit a solar filter. Now, if you notice on our website, all of the listings are measured in millimeters. So if you have a ruler and used inches, you're going to want to convert that into millimeters. Just as a rule of thumb, 1 inch is equal to 25.4 millimeters. There is one more thing that we'd like to note. For example, let's say the outside diameter of your telescope measures 130 millimeters. You're looking at our website for a solar filter and you see a listing that says 120 to 130 millimeters. You also see one that's listed 130 to 140 millimeters. So which one do you choose? We recommend that you choose the larger one, the 130 to 140 millimeter. This gives you a little extra room to play with, because a solar filter that is too small will definitely not work. Most of these solar filters come with some kind of adjustment knob, therefore you can make up the distance if your solar filter is a bit too large. Alright, well thank you for staying tuned on that short video on how to choose a solar filter. Again, we have the link to the article, the solar filter selector, and the webpage where you can find all of our solar filters in the description below. If you have any questions in particular, please let us know in the comments below, and we will be more than happy to assist. Thank you so much, and clear skies.